Okay, so before we start our project, I want to talk a little bit about the type of fabric that we're going to use. Now, the type that I've chosen, I have several different little pieces here, and usually it's good if you want to pick about 6 or 7, sometimes even 8, because when you go around and do your little quilt squares, you want a lot of variety so that you don't end up having the same little patterns running in and out throughout your piece. And what I've chosen here, as you can see, there's several different little pinks and purples, because what I'm going to do is we're making a holiday stocking for a brand newborn baby girl. So, and you can also tell, notice how some of these fabrics have more patterns than others. Like this one has little flowers on it, and this one has more of a muted pattern. You don't want too many pieces that have loud patterns on them, because when they blend together, that's just too many loud pieces in one spot. So you want some, like this one has more of a muted area, and then there's just a couple in here, there's maybe 3 or 4 that can really stand out throughout the piece. And I need to talk a little bit about what I've chosen here. Is it's regular cotton fabric, and I've actually picked up quilter's squares. And the reason that I've done this is because a lot of the quilter squares tend to have smaller patterns and smaller fabrics, and for the stockings that we're going to be doing, the smaller patterns are good. So if you have things that you want to use in the stocking, make sure that you have something that's got a little bit of a smaller pattern to it. You can see on here the flowers. We'll probably cut this one out later and make it maybe a centerpiece or something like that, give it a little extra touch. But overall, you want to have something with a smaller little pattern that'll show up quite nicely. And like I said, these are just cotton pieces of fabric, and you want to use cotton because of the fact that the quilter squares, they're not going to shrink too much, and you don't want any sort of really stretchy fabric at all, because that just makes it too difficult to sew.